going to be watching you the whole time. To make sure you're doing all right. This is Sam. He's a GABA baby. His owner pre-treats him for his issues with high panic, right? Which is usually a double treatment given either the night before and 2 hours prior, or if it's a later in the day appointment, then it would be more like the morning of and 2 hours prior, right? So, new policy for our lives. We're going to periodically turn off the comment section so that it doesn't interfere with, my job, right? We will occasionally turn the comment section on. For what reason, I don't know, because nobody ever asked a damn question anyway. So it's more like it's social hour. Yeah. No, we're not doing social hour while we're in the middle of trying to groom cats, right? So, but we will turn the comment section on when the cat is in the dryer box, and on different parts of the grooming when my entire focus is not required. Okay. So that was the intro. This is Sammy. Sammy's a GABA baby. Sammy is pre-treated by his owner for high panic. So that's always usually a double treatment, either the night before and 2 hours prior, or if it's a later in the day appointment, you get the first one in the morning and then 2 hours prior at a therapeutic dose, right? All right, so let's turn that off and let the reindeer games begin. Let the reindeer games begin. You say, what's that mean? Reindeer games. It's just a Christmas saying. I don't know where it came from. Wow. Here we go. Waka waka. He's like, I feel a draft. You want the heater on? He's like, yeah. Alright, well, let's do that. Heater's on. Alright, let's turn you around. Other side. Sweetheart. Let me get on your other side. You say, what you mean? This way. Yeah. That's it. Good boy. Like, you almost read my mind. He said, I've been here before, lady. I know. Waka waka. Does it tickle? He said just a little bit. Alrighty then. Where are you going? He said I was just going for a walk. He's not walking in cat grooming. Alright, other side. Wham. Oh, we got someone at the door. And we're back. You want a happy hoodie? He's like, will it make me happy? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Let's try it. Where were we? We're getting your sides done, weren't we? He said, yeah. Alright, ready? Let's get that started. Wow. Right, here we go. We put the regular clipper down and picked up the safety clippers, right? To save the nipples, just in case. Do you need a bed? He's like, I'm okay for now. I think you'll do better in the bed, little one. Here, let's do that. Okay? Not so little. Little one who's not so little. I don't know where you're hopping off to. Are you some kind of Easter bunny rabbit? There's no bunny hopping in cat grooming. He's like, you're no fun. Well, just saying. There's no hippity hoppity Easter basket trail here. Alright, love. Other side? Like you read my mind. Almost like you're reading my mind there, little one. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty good at that. There. Have it? He's like, maybe. Waka waka. Here we go. Alright. Almost there, buddy. Almost there. Alright, so we're doing the reverse line on this little guy using the Fuzzy Fix. Blue Wave is the name of that clipper. With the 10 blade that it comes with, right? It's the only clipper you'll ever see me doing a reverse line with. Because it's special. Yeah. What's your me look like? He's like, I think it's good. Alright. You ready for your bubble bath? He's like, yeah. You're a cutie patootie, you know that? You know your mommy's watching? Yepper. Alright, off with the princess bag. He's like, I'm not a princess. Well, you know what I mean. I'm a prince. Yes, I know. With a very princely demeanor. You're the perfect gentleman. Yes, you are. The perfect gentleman. Oh, the distinguished gentleman. Waka waka. Here we go. Meow. You're not even wet yet, and you're doing your unwet meow. He's like, I know it's coming. Wow. Meow. Wow. We got one more booty right over here. There we go. Good lady. Good lady. Wow. Wow. Here, let's put that on. Wow. Boop. There. Alright, get that water nice and warm. Nope, we're not leaving. There's no walking in, cat grooming. There's no walking in, cat grooming. He's like, what do you mean? Am I a prisoner? No, not exactly. You're property. And your mom said you needed a haircut and a bath. Not my idea. Talk to your mom. It's her fault. It's her fault. Talk to the paw. Talk to the paw. Meow. There. No, we're not leaving. Alright. Wow. 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 Not even wet yet. You got your arm wet meow. You're not even wet yet. You're not even wet yet. Hello. It's really not that bad. I promise. I promise. It's really not that bad. Okay, so maybe it is for you. Just water. It's just bubbles and water. Yeah, it's just bubbles and water. Why do you keep thinking you're leaving? There's no walking in, Catherine. No. Alright, here we go. Scrub-a-dub-dub. 2 kitties in the tub. Taking a bath could be so much fun. You know, that's all. Bubbles. Fun. Not gonna happen for this guy. Yeah. No mournful. The mournful prince. The mournful prince. Yes, you are. Wow. Okay, I'm going to turn around. Okay. Yeah. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No. Oh, he's one of those compass cats. You know what that means? They're going to be pointing in one direction only. Are you a compass cat? He's like, maybe. Where are we going now? Why do you think we're leaving? You just got here. Do what you will. Do what you will, little one. While I watch you. Okay? Yeah. And try to keep you from leaving. Which is something the pedestal technique is really good at doing, but apparently not for this guy. Which means what? What does that usually mean? That means that he's a bathtub kind of cat. He needs to be in the tub, not standing on top of it. Yipper. Let's usually what that means. Here we go. Waka waka. Hee. Wow. What? What? Well. What seems to be the problem? He's like, I'm wet. What's this water? Oh, that's a problem. Why is that a problem? Because I don't like it. I don't think it's that bad. He's like, it is. You seem to be fine. You seem to be breathing okay. He's like, just barely. Between you trying to drown me. I am not trying to drown you. Just keep remembering to breathe and you'll be fine, little buddy. He's like, if you start choking me, bitch, I might actually have no at all breathing. I am not choking you. What's that around my neck? My thumb. Waka waka. Wow. Hee. Oh, that's just lovely. Peachy King. Peachy King. Peachy King. Waka waka. Waka waka. You're almost ready for the box. He's like, what's the box? The dryer box. He's like, that nice box that blows warm air? Yepper. He's like, I like that. I know. Most cats do. Waka waka. Yee. Mr. Mournful. Mr. Mournful Mona Lisa. He's like, I ain't no stinking Mona Lisa. It's a temperament box. Yeah. The little Mr. Mournful Mona Lisa. Yeah, you. That's you. There. And rinse. Wash, rinse, repeat, baby. Probably not gonna work if you put your head down like that. Right? It's not gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Come on, almost there. Almost there, buddy. Almost there, buddy. There. You did it. Wait. Come in. Come in. Come in. Wow. No rock climbing. You did it. Good laddie. Yeah, you did it. Good boy. Waka waka. Mr. Mona Lisa. Alright, up we go. Alright, photo shoot coming up, Mom, who's watching right now. Up we go. Waka. There. Classic. Classic. Classic miserable cat. Classic. Oh, the misery. Oh, the misery. Alright, let's take that off. Wow. Hee. Waka waka waka. He's like, now you're trying to suffocate me. No, I'm not. You can breathe, can't you? He's like, just barely. Don't worry. This app reports me 10,000 times a day for animal abuse, so I'm sure someone will be coming any minute now to save you. Right? They better. You can't come soon enough. Whatever you say there, little one. Whatever you say there, little one. been live streaming 4.5 years now. Do you know how many times the police officer has come to my salon in 4.5 years of live streaming cat grooming? 0. Do you know how many times the SPCA has come to my salon? Or, give me a call? 4.5 years? 0. So you all just keep making your threats there, people. Doesn't go anywhere, right? Doesn't go anywhere. Why? Because they don't believe you. Why? Because there's a live video showing otherwise. Duh, right? Hello. See how that works? You see how that works, people? Yeah. Alright. Up we go. Up we go. Hee. You think are we there yet? Well, almost. Almost. Alright, let's get you out of the towel wrap. And should have had this going for a little bit. Can I turn it up? Get you zoomed in into the box, into the box. See you later. Bye bye. Have fun. There. All right, we're gonna give him a little bit of downtime in that dryer box. Should be dry in a few minutes. And we'll turn the comment section on at this point. Yes, we'll only be live streaming with open comments response. We will only be driving, aka cat grooming, responsibly now. Meaning we're not leaving the damn chat on in the middle of cat grooming. That'd be the equivalent of drinking and driving, people. Right? Or texting and driving. Be the equivalent of texting and driving. So, anyway. Haven't learned how to say go fuck yourself in French yet, but when I do, I will be a little bit more prepared for the wee French people who like to open their wah, 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 wah. Talk about cat grooming. Wah, 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 wah. Weren't the French the people who didn't even believe in showering themselves, let alone their cat? Just saying. Hello. Wasn't that the French? Pretty sure it was the French. Aren't they kind of proud of their body odor? I think they are. So why are you people who want clean animals, right? Hello. How are you, Lisak? Guess. It's box and there's air flowing and the fur is moving. I'm going to give you one guess, actually. I think you can get it. I think you can get it. Hi, is it Gina? Janine? Jenny Mello. Hello, Jenny Mello. It is a it is a hairdryer, yes, for small animals, right? Yeah, let's give you a closer look. Wow. See that? This one is made by Cat Link. There's little ventilator boxes. I cut an extra thing out of there so I could stick my fingers in and scratch the cat or give him a cheerio, right? Yeah. Sometimes they'll come with a hatch where you can stick your whole hand in, right? Yeah. Alright, let's turn that back. Handy little thing to have when you're a cat groomer, right? More of a luxury item if you're just getting it for household use, right? Cannot tell you how many times that box has saved me, especially with people coming to the door and I'm right in the middle of a grooming, right? So, anywho, give him a few minutes in there. Mr. Mona Lisa, aka Sam. Yeah, comes in very handy. I actually had a client give me that box. I didn't have to pay for it. She thought at one point she was going to just get all the things that she needed to groom her own cat. Didn't quite work out for them. And she ended up just giving me that box. I'm not really sure how much she paid for it. But I actually like it better than my old one. It is cozy. And if you put some music on top, the music will carry into the box. Sure. There should be a way to put music in there as well. The only thing I disagree with the use of that particular grooming instrument is the directions tell you to keep that cat in the box for over an hour. Oh no. We usually, on average, use it for about 15 minutes max. Yeah. So I would never just put a cat in there and leave them in there, even if they were in full coat. I don't rely on that dryer box to dry cats. It's just one stage of the grooming. We have 13 separate drying options, right? I'm not going to rely on one dryer to dry the entire cat. By the time I get done with the cat grooming, I may have used 4 different options, because they all do something different, right? Doesn't take much when you're drying a cat and a lion cut, right? The do-it-yourself stand dryer is ideal. Just get a electric contractor's lamp blade. That little thingamajig. It's about 15 bucks. You can get it online or at Home Depot or Lowe's, right? Get rid of the cord. There's the clamp. Put your little hair dryer on there, and now you got a stand dryer, right? You can also use that for a bunch of other things. If you're a content creator, it's now a phone stand, right? Voila. What else have I used that for? To put a churu in when I'm trying to groom a cat, I'll put a churu on that and use that as a churu holder. So while the cat's eating the churu, here, I'll show you. Give it a hold there. See? You think about any other things you could do with something like that? I don't know. I use it to hold my finishing dryer. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay. That'll set you back about 15 bucks. I don't know if I would ever have gone out and bought this if it, you know, it was given to me, right? These things are expensive. But it does come in handy for what I call a finishing dryer, right? Or if I'm doing like a comb cut on a cat, one of the best ways to see how you did with your comb cut is just to fluff out the cat, and that'll show where all the imperfections are. Yipper. Oh, and if you're looking for what hairdryer to use, Conair usually has low frequency. So, hear how low that is? Right, because not every hairdryer is going to be the same, right? So, Conair is the one I always grab for. Anyway, we're going to get started on him in just 2 minutes. He's just about done, right? Might as well get his carrier ready. I stopped putting the cat carrier up in front of that dryer box where the cat can see it, because, you know, some cats are very visual, and the minute they see that cat carrier, they lose their mind because they think they're leaving right that second, right? So we stopped doing that, and we do it here now. Alright, all done with that. Okay. This is also the time I'm going to be vacuuming because he's in the dryer box. He's like, are we there yet? Almost. You know it only takes 15 minutes to put a cat in a Lion Cut, right? But here in a salon setting, once the cat arrives, first thing we're going to do is 15 minutes of downtime before we even get started on the cat, right? And then we're going to put the cat in the Lion Cut, and then we're going to wash it, and then we're going to use low and slow drying techniques. So altogether, about an hour, right? If you incorporate all of these factors, or if you're just a shit groomer trying to fleece cat owners, you're going to, you know, put the cat in a Lion Cut and then charge them, oh, I don't know, $125 to $150, you know, and skip, you know, all the other 3 steps that you do for all of your dog clients, right? So in the pet industry, it starts with the cut down, bath, dry, final finish. But if you take your cat to a shit dog groomer who has no training in cat grooming, they're going to skip 3 of those steps 90% of the time and just cut down your cat. Skip 3 of the steps, but still charge you full price for it. Yay! Because they can. And why? Cat people don't fight back. And the pet industry knows that. You're just too nice, people. Cat people are just too nice. Have I ever met a cat owner who ever... I used to be a dog groomer. What was the one thing I noticed immediately when I went from dog grooming to cat grooming was how much softer and gentler the cat owners were to the dog owners, right? I noticed that right away. Yepper. Be right back. Alright, back to cat grooming. Hi. We are actually turning the comment section off while we go back to the grooming of the cat, right? New policy. You understand, right, people? Now, why would I want to turn the comment section on when I'm back to grooming the cat? Can anyone understand the reason? Well, if you read my comment section, you probably understand. There we go. Don't worry, we'll turn it back on as soon as he's done. As soon as he's done, he's like, don't be scared. 90% of cats are not going to be scared of that drying option. He's a little suspicious of it, but not by much. Not by much. Someone at the door dropping off. Who's not supposed to be here right now. Yeah, that's another new policy that we haven't put in place yet. You don't come when it's not your appointment. Because you're interrupting somebody else's. But because it's 30 degrees outside, we'll answer the door.
for his weight, so.
One second, I have to turn the sound off. Be right back. Good? Yeah. Alright, let's get you on your side. Without the bed. You gonna be able to handle this without your bed? Okay, that's fine. did it. Eat it. Alright, Mommy, come back anytime for Sam, aka Mr. Mona Lisa, because he was very mournful. Get that going. You're not scared of that, are you, Sam? You say nah. Okay. You almost there? You're doing it. Yes, you are. You did it. Bee. Hot child in the city. Looking wild, looking pretty. Alright, there you have it. One Lion Cut with a Mona Lisa meow cat, meow cat, who suffers high panic, but you wouldn't know it because his owner responsibly pre-treats him with gabapentin twice. Usually it's twice when you're dealing with a cat who has high panic, right? You wouldn't know it. He's at a stress level 1, right? Without his GABA, he'd be at a level 4 or higher, right? So, anyway, chat is back on, right? So we will be driving responsibly now, which means the chat will not be on when we're driving, aka grooming cats. That would be the equivalent of driving while texting, which is a very irresponsible thing to do. Yeah. So, anyway, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Right this way. Little one. Little one. Little one. Little one. Little one. There. Stay there and wait for his mommy. Yeah. You gonna go for a walk? Yeah. Never mind. Just close that back up again. I can hear what you're saying, even if I'm not standing in front of the camera. Comment section goes straight to my earpiece on my head, so I can hear whatever it is that you have to say. Send her pickup text. And then we're going to go straight into another cut. I'm going to give the other cat about 15 minutes of downtime. But the other cat that just came in, he's been going through a lot of medical issues. Either they thought he had cancer, or they think he has cancer, but he's a hot mess. So be prepared for the next cat. Really? Tell us all about it. Turnip. Tell us all about it, Turnip. The comment in the live is the cat has aura. We all do, but why don't you tell us about Sam's aura? Hmm? Share with us. Share with us. What aura do you see? Here we go. There. There's a better view for you. There's a better view for you. Hey, Two Skulls. How are you? So just be prepared for the next live that we'll be doing. He is older senior cat with major health issues, and we are going to and when the owner couldn't get in here, she went elsewhere and they completely sliced him and cut him open. Why? Because the pet industry still has no understanding of how to safely groom cats. They have no training. They don't even know there's a safety. How is it groomers don't even... Yeah, he's a cutie patootie. The fact that people in the pet grooming industry still are not familiar or understand or know about the safety clipper that's been available for years, literally released to the public. The safety clipper is in the link in my page, themainlion.live. It is made by One Is All. It was shared to me by a cat mom who would put her cat in a lion cut herself. And she did such an amazing job. I asked her what clipper she used, and this is the one that she told me about. And what makes it a safety clipper, just take a look at how small those teeth are, right? In order to hurt a cat, you have to improperly go over the skin of a cat where the skin goes through the teeth for the driver blade to cut, right? In the case of a One Is All clipper, the teeth are so small, it is like nearly impossible to hurt a cat. Yet here we are, 2025, with the entire pet grooming industry saying you should never go to a professional. You should always go to a professional. Don't try to do this at home, people. Well, that's what this owner did, and they sliced her cat, her senior cat, fairly badly. He required stitches, right? Why? Because they're just ignorant to the understanding of how to work with cats, and ignorant to the fact that if you're going to be advertising cat grooming, that maybe you should ask for some training, right? So it is what it is. Anyway, we will be back in a little bit. You're just catching us on the tail end of Sam, Two Skulls, but we'll be back for more. And that safety clipper is listed in the link in my bio, themainlion.live, right? Which is designed for anything related to stress in cats. So it's going to offer the live streaming platforms. It's going to offer the links to Fear-Free Pets and Fear-Free Happy Homes. It's going to offer the links to how to get a hold of the CBD products for cats. It's going to talk about the Calming Cat Guide, which talks about all of the things you can do to help with keep your cat calm for any kind of vet visits or grooming visits. It's also going to talk to you about this sanitary trimmer. Why would a sanitary trimmer, safety trimmer, be put on a link that is dedicated to keeping cats' stress levels low? Because if your cat has a poopy butt, your cat is stressed. Why would a cat become stressed with their bottom being poopy? Can anyone explain that? Think about it. I'll give you my answer in about a minute. But why would a poopy... I know it stresses the family. It's like code red. When a cat has poop on their butt, it is code red in the family. Because now their cat, who's all over their house, they know that that poop is also all over their house, right? And then when it dries, it turns into fecal dust. And now you have fecal dust being sprinkled all throughout your house, right? All right, so here's my answer. Do we have an answer from anyone out there regarding why a cat's butt, a poopy cat's butt, would stress them? Somebody want to give it the old college try and try and put it into words? I'll give you a little bit to think about it. Dee 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 dee. It's just a guess, so you can't be wrong with a guess. Dee 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 dee. Nothing. All right. Here's my take on a cat who's completely stressed because they have poop on their butt and they can't fix it themselves, right? When a cat smells or becomes odoriferous, full of odor, what does that do to a cat? Let's say in the wild. Well, it attracts predators, right? When you smell, you become a target. What happens when you're a target? You get eaten, right? You don't want to stand out. You don't want to smell. You want to, with a cat, you want to be invisible. Their whole life is being invisible, right? They have an uncanny ability to survive just about anything, right? They're really good at getting away. They're probably the ultimate supreme being when it comes to survival. When they have a poopy butt, it works against them and it stresses them. And then that cat's tail is always down. That's another sign that they're not happy. They're trying to cover the scent of what's coming off of them. They will not put their tail up, right? That's why it's important that you learn how to keep your cat's butt clean with a safety clipper. And don't listen to anyone telling, here's one rule when shaving your cat's butt. There's only one rule, people. Don't go over the bullseye. I think we all can figure out what that means, right? Just do not run the blade over the bullseye. You just go around it. We go live and we show and demonstrate every single time we go live how to shave the butt. We'll go up against it, around it, but you never go over it, right? That's the rule, people. So, anyway, we'll be back in a little bit. And poor Apollo, he is a very sick individual, health-wise. And we're going to do our best to get him situated and get him feeling better. And we'll be back in a little bit. Talk to you soon.